In this video, I'm sharing and showing you the exact day-by-day plan my paid students use to get their first client in only 7 days. Congratulations! You're about to land your first virtual assistant client in the next 7 days. Even if you have zero experience, zero portfolio, and zero testimonials. Hi, my name is Jen. I've been a virtual assistant for 9 years and I've helped hundreds of virtual assistants land their first clients. If you're wondering if this applies to you because you don't have experience, so no client will hire you, let me tell you something that you are not aware of. Clients do not exactly hire experience, they hire solutions to their problems. If you can solve a problem, they will certainly hire you, whether you have experience or not. So in this video, I will take you through a 7-day sprint that will help you get started and land your first client. You need to watch this video till the end because by day 7, you would have sent your first real pitch to your clients and maybe gotten a reply already. Let's get right into it. Day 1, pick your niche and your client type. This is the most important step, and if you miss this step, you will be wasting the next 6 days. You cannot be a virtual assistant to just anyone who needs help. You need to be a virtual assistant to just one type of content if you really want this plan to work for you. So how to go about this is, first, pick an industry you are most familiar with or you're interested in. Secondly, pick a task, or better still, identify a task that you particularly enjoy doing, whether social media management, content creation, caption writing, whatever the task is. Next is for you to combine them. So combine the task that you love with the kind of clients you want to work with and also the industry that those clients are in. Take, for example, social media virtual assistant for wellness coaches, content creation virtual assistant for e-commerce brands. So you see, these are very specific to client type in their industry. Once you're able to identify these things, I need you to write this down because this is going to become your niche. At the end of this exercise, I need you to do this. First, spend 2 hours researching this niche. Then go ahead to join 20 or more Facebook groups where these types of clients hang out. And if you don't do Facebook, you can go ahead to follow at least 20 clients on Instagram that fall under this category of your niche. So after doing all of this, by the end of day 1, you would already know who your clients are, the problems that they have, the problems you are solving, and what services you'll be offering them. Easy peasy. Now, day 2, build a simple portfolio even with 0 clients. If you're wondering how can you create a portfolio without working with any clients, this is what you do. Create work samples. You can use any of these options. 1, create mock projects. You can go ahead to pick a real business in your niche, even if you are not pitching to them. Then create at least 2 to 3 deliverables that you are going to be delivering to these imaginary clients. Once you've created the sample deliverables, you can go ahead to use Canva to create a slide presentation and you have your portfolio. Another option is to offer free work, say 1 week of free work to maybe your friends, your family members, or anybody you admire in the industry you are targeting. Do exceptional work for them, get a testimonial, and boom, you have your portfolio ready. Once you're done with all of this in day 2, then I want you to create 2 to 3 work samples on your portfolio without necessarily having any fancy website, and you're good to go. So by the end of day 2, you already have a solid portfolio to start applying to clients with. Now, day 3, write your positioning statement and service offer. Make sure that you have done day 1 and day 2 before you get to this particular point. So you can use this particular formula to create your positioning statement. Now, go ahead and write yours and make sure that it is very specific, like the samples that I've given you. Next is your service offer. So this is exactly what you'll be doing for clients and at what price they will be paying you to do that service. Here is your assignment for day 3. Write out your positioning statement, your 3 to 5 core services, and what your starting price is. Make sure that your starting price is always your non-negotiable. So non-negotiable price means that the price that you can never go lower than, even if it's not your original price of interest. Now day 4, after you've done all of those amazing things I mentioned for day 1, day 2, and day 3, Now you're ready to find 20 potential clients. So this is when you build your prospect list, people that you would eventually pitch to when we get to day 7. The different place you can find them on Instagram, and the trick is to search the different hashtags in your niche. Say for example, wellness coaches, finance coaches, business coaches, real estate, you name it. Make sure that they are very niche specific hashtags. The next thing is to look for people in that industry with 2,000 to 20,000 followers. These people clearly need help, but they are not very huge yet to not be able to accept your pitching. Next is to check if they're posting consistently but engagement is low. Goal for this is to find a particular problem that they are currently solving, so that when you are pitching to them, you are showing them you've done the work, you know the problem that they are currently facing, and you can actually help them. Never go pitching to a client without letting them know you've done your due diligence. You'll definitely get a no for that. Another option is to use LinkedIn. And the trick with using LinkedIn is to use search. So depending on the type of clients you want to work with, so you can say, for example, business coach in my city, Lagos. So business coach in Lagos, business coach in Abuja, wellness coach in Ibadan, whichever one, depending on your city and also your niche. Then you go ahead to filter people who post regularly, and of course try to identify whatever problem that they are facing with their LinkedIn. Another option that a lot of people are missing out on is actually Facebook groups. So join Facebook groups for your target audience for posts where they mention needing help, because in groups like this, they will always talk about the different problems that they're facing. So you want to note their names and go ahead to search for them and pitch to them based on the problems that they've talked about having in the group. Now, you don't go ahead prospecting to people anyhow. You need to have a checklist, that is criteria for who a good prospect is. So you want to look out for people that are actively posting, because it shows that they value content. You want to look out for people small enough to need help. That is why I said you should look for people between 2,000 followers to 20,000 followers. You want to look out for people that are big enough to pay, because in the end, you are trying to work with them so that they will pay you money. Then lastly, you want to look out for people that actually show signs of overwhelm. Now, your action for day 4 is to open your Google Doc and paste all of this information that you have gotten from what we've talked about for day 4. By the end of day 4, you already have a comprehensive list for you to start pitching to. Now, day 5, you want to craft your outreach message. That is the message you are going to be sending them to pitch to them. And honestly, this is the most important part. If you do not do this well, all the work you've done from day 1 to day 4 is going to be a complete waste. To write an amazing pitch, here is my good pitch formula you can steal. So your assignment for day 5 is to write out your personalized outreach message, and make sure you personalize it for at least 5 of your 20 prospects so that you can get ready to send. Now, day 6, this is where you start sending your pitch. You can decide that you want to send 5 pitches today or 10 pitches, depending on how many prospects you have on your list and how far you want to go with this. To get a better response, make sure you send it between morning and afternoon, so that when they are resuming work for the day, or when they are trying to get rest at the middle of the day, they can actually see your email or see your pitch, whether you're sending it via email or via the DM on social media. I need to let you know that the secret sauce to this is consistency and not giving up. Do not feel down if you do not get responses from anybody. In fact, let's say you pitch to 10 people. If 5 to 7 people do not answer you, that is not a problem. If 2 to 3 people respond to you but they tell you not right now, that is normal. But at least 1 or 2 persons could reply you. And if they don't reply you, no problem. Make sure that the next day, that is day 7, you send a follow-up and you also send more pitches to more prospects. So continue to do this every 7 days, and in less than 30 days or in less than 1 month, you will get your first yes. This has been such a long video, I know, but if you follow this judiciously, I'm promising you are going to get results. But if you want more help, let's say you need more hand-holding to help you get results even faster, then you want to click the link in my description box to speak with me one-on-one. If you're looking to grow your virtual assistant business or your virtual assistant career in 2026, then you want to hit the subscribe button and share this with one of your closest circle members. and I will see you in my next video. Bye.